I guess when I started on this project, it turned into more than what I thought it would be. I found this set of negatives online, so it's kind of just like, oh, I'm just going to take a risk and see, maybe it'll turn out to be something kind of interesting. I knew it was going to be a lot of negatives, but I really had no idea what was going to be on them. It would be this kind of history, I guess, in the negatives. When the night that I got them, I remember being so excited. Like every image I looked at, I just thought, wow, there has to be some kind of story here that I just can't wait to uncover and figure out what's going on. Once I got the negatives, I made scans of them so I could have a digital copy, and then I made darkroom test prints from each negative. So in total, there's close to 100 images, and like I said, I bought them off the internet and really had no idea what I was getting, and it turned out from the images that I've been able to identify, the majority of them are from the South United States, which is the area that I live in, and I bought them from someone in New York. So it was kind of like fate that they ended up back down here in the South. In the images, I found a lot of different places: New Orleans, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, Birmingham, Alabama, Palm Beach, Florida, Nashville, Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Fredericksburg, Virginia. A lot of people have asked me, how did you figure out where that was? It's not always obvious, I guess, in some of the images where they could have been taken. But I used a pretty detective type technique, I guess you could say, to identify the images. You just look for things in the image that would identify the place, like buildings and signs on the buildings, and the type of clothes that people were wearing can help you identify the time period, and cars and flags and any kind of monument marker. Like, those are the things I started off looking for. I wrote down all the information on the test prints as I found it so I could keep track of it, and did my research from that, and basically just kept going. Really, you have to start with a broader image, or a broader idea, I guess, of an image, and not get too focused in on one thing at first. You have to look for the small details and keep note of those, and just keep looking for more information. I think at the end of the day, really the most important thing I've learned is there's a whole world out there that we can explore, and photography and understanding how to preserve and research old negatives, that's the key to this history. That's the key to understanding our past. We know what's in history books and what's generally accepted as the way things were, but I think that there's a lot to discover about ordinary life and people that may have not been on a national radar. And those stories are in these photographic negatives. They're here, and they're just waiting for someone to find them and take the time to research them and take care of them and just bring that history to life.